And I am a Rudy Poo candy ass.
Today's candy ass by Holte. Now, you probably never heard of him unless you're on Twitter or anything else, but apparently this guy is the nephew of Patti LaBelle. Yeah, that Patti LaBelle. But he has a very serious problem with anyone that's not Donald Trump, or not white, or not straight, or not Christian. This guy is a bundle of hatred. And apparently his hatred is almost specific. He hates black people with a passion. And I've read a lot of his tweets over the last few weeks, ever since I found out about this guy, and he's hardcore racist. And his number one target happens to be black people, or in this case, black people who don't support Donald Trump. But he decided to cross the line a couple of days after Donald Trump was convicted in New York. He posted this: Donald Trump is Martin Luther King. Donald Trump is Bernard Reston. Donald Trump is Malcolm X. Donald Trump is Rosa Parks. Donald Trump is Nelson Mandela. Donald Trump is Medgar Evers. Donald Trump is Rodney King. Donald Trump is Breonna Taylor. Donald Trump is Trayvon Martin. Donald Trump is every black man falsely imprisoned by Joe Biden's crime bill and Kamala Harris's racist prosecution style. And Donald Trump is every black man who fought and died for our civil rights. Because he's fighting against a corrupt government for our civil rights. And black folks, if you're cheering for his downfall, you're cheering for the end of the very democracy you say you care so much about. Oh, I'm going to have fun with this shit. So you're saying Donald Trump is like Martin Luther King, a man who gave his life for civil rights in this country. When has Donald Trump ever done that? In fact, the man was actually sued for violation of civil rights. You say that Donald Trump is like Bernard Reston, the guy who actually is a civil rights advocate and gay rights advocate, and more to the point, helped organize the March on Washington, Martin Luther King. You're saying that he's like him? Donald Trump has never organized anything more than his pocketbook. You say he's like Malcolm X, a black revolutionary. You're saying because before Malcolm X found the Nation of Islam, Donald Trump was a criminal. He was a criminal. You're right. Only Malcolm X got away from his criminal ways when he found the nation. Donald Trump has never changed. Because he's still a criminal, and he got convicted of those crimes. You say Donald Trump is like Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was arrested because she broke the Jim Crow laws by sitting on the front of the bus. Donald Trump has never been arrested for any crime he's committed, yet. Although he's had plenty of chances to be arrested. You say that Donald Trump is like Nelson Mandela, a man who was locked up for 26 years for fighting against an apartheid government that was killing Africans by the bushel. Donald Trump has never been locked up, and he has never fought against a government. He's actually encouraged laws like apartheid. You say he's like Medgar Evers, a man who was assassinated because he was as a member of the NAACP who fought for the civil rights for African Americans. Did Donald Trump ever get shot or killed for fighting for civil rights? No. You say he's like Rodney King, a man who was beaten nearly to death by LAPD officers because he was black, or speeding, or on drugs, or whatever excuse you want to make. Donald Trump has never been through anything like that. You say that he's like Breonna Taylor, a woman who was murdered by police officers, maybe by accident, maybe on purpose, but they have not shown any kind of remorse or faced any kind of responsibility. You say that Donald Trump is like Trayvon Martin. No, he isn't. Trayvon Martin was murdered by an overzealous psychopath just wanting to kill a black man, using the stand your ground laws in Florida to do so. And frankly, talking about Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin, Rodney King, and Medgar Evers, I'm more inclined to believe that Donald Trump would actually want to be the man behind the trigger on every single one of those killings. You say Donald Trump is every black man who's ever been locked up by Joe Biden's crime bill. Really? We were facing a crime and drug epidemic at those times. I would have done the same damn thing. And as for benching Kamala Harris, you're an asshole. You say he's every black man who's ever fought and died for civil rights. When has Donald Trump ever fought for civil rights? Ever. Donald Trump was alive when Blaze Sunday went down. He did nothing to stop it. He did nothing to talk about it. He didn't even want anything to do with it. And you say because he's fighting against a corrupt government for our civil rights. No, he's not. He's trying to save his own ass. Like he always does. Like he always will. He's never cared about our civil rights. He's never cared about black rights or LGBTQ rights. And I'm kind of surprised hearing this from you, considering the fact you're both black and gay. According to you, you're gay. Now, I have my doubts about that because you're a self-loather or whatever it is, but I tend to believe that you're not gay, son. And as for him saying that if we cheered this on, we're cheering for the end of democracy. No, we're trying to save the very democracy the Republican Party and Donald Trump wanted to destroy on January 6, 2021, and especially if he gets back in the office in 2024. Read Project 2025. The whole handbook of them destroying our democracy is written in those pages. But I don't know what the hell happened to you to make you like this, and I don't care. And quite frankly, it saddens me that a black man is advocating for the destruction of our civil rights for the sake of Donald Trump, making up lies for this man. He's indefensible. The man's going to jail at some point. And even if he gets reelected, his ass is going to be in a sling. He will be completely useless to this country. I feel sorry for you, boy. I really do. But right now, you are nothing more than
a Rudy Poo Candy ass.
CTP, know the truth, God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.